Do you work in sales? Do you go and meet customers to sell your product or your service? How often have you gone to a meeting and felt that the customer had control, not you? Well, today's video, I'm going to be speaking to all of you. How do you prepare for a sales meeting or a sales presentation with a customer? How do you make sure that the first meeting you're having with the client is rock solid in terms of how you can convince the person to buy your product or service? These are sales tricks that I have used in my professional journey, which have helped us generate millions and millions of dollars in terms of sales. Point number one is for you to understand the company where you're going to be going and pitching your product or service. So you are salesperson of any company. You have identified a potential prospect. Now you want to go and pitch your product. What you have to do first is go and analyze about the company. So go to Google, go to LinkedIn, go to social media, search about this company. What is their results? Look at their annual reports if they do publish one. Look at the information they have given about their products, services, how the company is performing. Are they hiring? Are they firing people? Have they introduced something new in the market? You will find a lot of information, like maybe interviews from their CEO, interviews from their marketing team. What kind of ad campaigns are they running? Try and find out every bit of information possible, and from that you got to make an analysis and make some correlations. What is going on in the company? What are their challenges? What are they doing well? What could they do even better? Now when you go and prepare for the sales meeting, you have to figure out how can you provide a solution for the problems they are facing. So don't just go and just spit out your product or service as what you want to offer. Always try to find enough information so you can marry what you're trying to give to what they really need. Remember, if they need something, they will buy it. If they want something, you may try to push it to them and they may still not buy it. So you got to be really making that first step by understanding about them really well. The second one is about the person. Something I always like to do is what we call as person-to-person marking. Figure out the organizational structure of that company where you're trying to pitch your product or service. Who are the decision makers? Who are the influencers? A lot of times, a person may be the CEO, but he or she may not be the actual person who is influencing the final decision. It could be the person below that CEO, or it could be the person below the decision maker who finally signs the check. They are called influencers, and we very commonly do a person-to-person marking. A person-to-person marking is nothing but if there is a company where you're pitching your product or service. They have an operations head, a sales head, a marketing head, HR and finance. Now you in your company may have the same kind of roles and people as well. Can you try to connect at each level, your HR connecting with their HR, your marketing connecting with their marketing? So you do kind of a person-to-person marking and you build a good reputation about your company. Now whilst you do that, particularly if you're going to be presenting to someone, let's say that you're presenting to the purchasing person, you may want to find out about this purchasing person, what kind of person they are. Again, you can use social media. There'll be a whole lot of information you can find out. So once you know about this person, the likes, dislikes, you should try and find some common ground which can help you in the first interaction. Like let's say the person likes sports, the person is into music, the person is into content, reading, podcasting, whatever, right? You try to find out specific information, and then when you go there, you can have good conversations to start off and break the ice and build a strong relationship, right? That makes a big difference. That's point number two. Point number three is, if you're really finding it difficult, recently it happened to me, somebody was trying to sell something to me and I was not giving them the time because I just did not feel the need. Now this person has been chasing me for almost 1 year. And finally, when they found out that I do a lot of leadership sessions, inspirational sessions, they invited me to their company to meet their employees and give them an inspiring session. I thought that was a very smart move because I actually went for that session, got to meet the company employees. They made me very special, very important. And then a month later, he came and tried to have a second meeting to sell that person's product or service. Clever move. You can try this move as well. I think there's a good chance it can work. So the next point is for you to analyze which amongst your competitor is serving this customer cliently for that particular service or product. Let's say, for example, you are selling tissue boxes to a hotel. It could be ITC group of hotels, for example. Now, you need to know who else is supplying currently the same product or service. How is it going for them? Are they happy with this company, with the service levels, with the product quality, with the service quality, with the delivery time, with the cost? Find out all these informations. There could be something that they're not happy about. That's your opportunity. Go and hit hard, and that will make you a good penetration, a place for you to penetrate, which can help you to gain the business and of course thrive and make bigger opportunities with them as well. So these are critical points that I feel helps to make a good preparation for a sales meeting before you go. Remember, prior preparation prevents poor performance. 5 P's. Prior preparation prevents poor performance. If you prepare for this sales meeting really well before you meet the customer, there is a very good chance that you may be able to hit the ground running. Now, before I finish, I want to give you all a bonus tip. The bonus tip is you need to find a way of some contact to refer you to this customer. Now, what is that? There is something called 6 degrees of separation in the world. Do you know that you and me are connected by 6 different people and we would know each other? This is a very famous theory. You can go and Google about it. For example, I want to speak to Amitabh Bachchan. Now, I may know somebody who may know somebody who may know somebody who may know somebody who may know Amitabh Bachchan. So it's like between me and Amitabh Bachchan, there are 5 different people who may get me to Amitabh Bachchan. So you need to find out who are the people that you know who may know somebody who may eventually get you a referral to the customer. I had these examples many times. I will share it in a separate video maybe about 6 degrees of separation and how it helped me crack a lot of deals without even knowing the person. So what can you do? How can you do that? You can again use social media. You may go to LinkedIn, for example. It will give you mutual connections. Through mutual connections, you can get a referral, get a straight meeting. When you get referred, there's a 99% chance you will get the meeting without any trouble. So try this bonus tip as well. Let me know in the comments down which of these you have tried, which is you will try, and if you have tried, which one is working for you. Till I see you all in the next video, stay fit, stay positive, keep chasing obscene success. Thank you so much for watching, and do subscribe to the channel. Do click on the subscribe button and notification button to continue watching all the videos that I'm posting.